Hi everyone, this is my third follow-up video, I think. Gosh, I hope it is. If you follow me on Facebook, I put out a post asking you guys what I should say in my next follow-up video because I've been getting a lot of emails and messages asking if I can make another one. So, for this post, I'm going to just answer questions that people have put on my Facebook. So the first one is, oh, and by the way, it's been almost 2 years since I had Bell's palsy. So July 11th, 2011, I can't even remember now because it's been so long. But July 11th, 2011 is when I had Bell's palsy, and it took me about 3 months to recover, which is kind of a long time for some people. But 3 months was pretty much the overall recovery. And then, of course, if you've seen my other videos, I had synkinesis, I still have it, and I have pain every once in a while. But anyways, that's about it. So my first question is that I should talk about my diet and how it affected my recovery. I definitely think that diet has an effect on any recovery. If you're sick or anything, I think it's very important to have a great diet. And even, I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody to change their diet, but I think it's definitely a lifestyle thing as well. Once you begin to eat healthy, you'll feel healthy, and why not stop something like that? So I think obviously just the normal things like eating vegetables and fruits, like it's really important to eat greens and definitely drink water. I've been just recently, which is really bad, but I've been drinking like 2,500 milliliters of water a day or more, which is, I think that's your daily intake, but you should try to drink more. I mean, not a lot to hurt yourself, but it's definitely good to drink lots of water, and I think that can really help you recover, because if your body is right, in the right state, and it's in that normal state instead of being dehydrated or malnourished or anything like that, I think that it's important to have that already. But so definitely those are some things to consider when you're desperate to feel better. You should definitely think of your diet and maybe your exercise too. I don't know. That might help too. Another person asked if I could talk about accepting the recovery that you've made so far. So I get a lot of messages. I'm not going to name names, but I've had received a lot of messages from people saying, oh, I've had Bell's palsy for 2 weeks and I haven't gotten better, like my life is over, or I've had Bell's palsy for 2 months and I still haven't gotten better, like I look so ugly, nobody wants to be my friend. And I totally understand that. I was in the same exact position as you were. However, I think it's important to be happy that for one, you're alive and it wasn't something worse like a stroke or something, and sometimes people who have strokes can really never recover from that, and it's even worse. It could be your whole entire body. So I think it's important to be happy that you're alive and you can move most of your body. And another thing is that even if you've had Bell's palsy for 2 weeks, I had mine for 3 months and I did not know when I was going to get better, but I got better and everything's fine now. So I think it's just important to think of the long-term recovery, that you, like 99% of the people recover, maybe like 90, let's just be fair, that 90% of the people recover. And there's that very, very, very little percent of people that do not recover. But you can't think, oh, well, I could be that little percent, because most people do recover. So you should really just think of it as you'll get over it, everything's going to be fine, you'll still have the friends that you have, and like I said in my other previous videos, that if people are making fun of you about it and they're not being there for you, maybe they weren't your friends in the first place. And the people that were always there for you should always, they're the ones that you should keep in your life. So I know it can be hard, and really there's nobody out there who when I had Bell's palsy, I didn't know anybody else who had it except for one person from high school that we barely kept in contact with, so he wasn't really going to help me out. But I know it's hard because you don't know anybody who has had Bell's palsy, and the people that have never had it don't understand that, it's okay, you'll get better soon, but they don't understand your feelings on Bell's palsy. So I get that, but I mean, with my Facebook page, there's so many people out there that are experiencing the same exact thing. And you can always just, like, post something on there and ask people questions or ask me questions, or I'll post something for you. And, you can always reach out that way. So you're definitely not alone. Let's see. Somebody would like to know more about the exercises I was doing in the whole physiotherapy experience. So, like I said in my other videos, I never really did too much exercise because it really kind of hurt me in the long run. Now I have synkinesis, and people say that it might not be because of that, but I definitely think if you overwork your face too much, then it'll cause synkinesis. So I always try to say just to lay low for a while. You wouldn't try to do push-ups on your broken arm. You need to take it easy for a while. And once you start to see changes, like movement in your face, then that's when you should try to do little movements and not like that or something you just need to take it slow. I know it's hard because every time you wake up in the morning and your face is still the same, you think, oh, if I smile really big, then it'll get better. But you just really need to take it easy. And somebody else had a question about my chiropractor visits and my acupuncture. So if you've seen my videos, I didn't really like acupuncture, but there's millions, no, maybe not millions, but thousands of people who have had Bell's palsy have found recovery with acupuncture with even just one visit. And so I don't tell people to stray away from acupuncture. I just didn't have a great experience with it. But I think it's important to definitely try that out. I really liked going to a chiropractor, but that's just my preference. I think if you go to someplace that knows how to treat Bell's palsy, like a chiropractor or an acupuncturist, definitely that's very important to know that. I don't really go anymore. I don't really need to. So my second to last question is let's talk about stress. So stress is really a killer, and I've said that before in other videos. And it's really important for you to not stress when you have Bell's palsy, because I think when I got Bell's palsy, I was very stressed at that time. I think it's really important to, don't stress. It really messes up your whole entire body. And people don't think about it, but it really does. And I never thought about it before I got Bell's palsy, that stress was really hurting me. But now I definitely try to manage my stress. If something's not that big of a deal, I don't stress about it anymore, even if, I have to drive 100 miles and I'm on a half a tank of gas, then figure it out and don't stress about it, It's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. You can figure it out. Because if you stress about the little things, it'll be a big problem with your body, and your body can only handle so much. And the last question is about my favorite facial exercises or facial massages. I have something on my Facebook page, and it's under facial massages. I don't know what the exact name is, but it's right on the front if you want to go to that. I can also, it's just, I'm trying to think. You put your thumb inside your cheek, and you kind of just rub it, and you'll feel it really does kind of hurt a little bit, but that's just like you trying to work the muscle. But I would definitely recommend going to my Facebook page and looking it up. Anyways, those are all the questions that people had. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to add me on Facebook. It's a little bit harder to have me to respond to your messages on YouTube because sometimes they don't even show up, and then 3 months later I get this message from somebody that had Bell's palsy, and I feel awful because I never got it. So try to Facebook me. I usually get back right away, usually after school or work or whatever. But other than that, I can show you my progress from the last time I made a video. I don't even know, like a year ago. So this is me smiling. This is me puckering my lips. This is me closing my eyes. This is me scrunching my nose. And this is me raising my eyebrows. This is me frowning. So you can see it's still, not there. But those are just weird expressions that I don't really need to make all the time. So I honestly, like I mentioned before, it's not that big of a deal, and I should be happy for how much progress I've made, and nobody really notices my Bell's palsy anymore anyway. So anyways, like I said, if you guys have any questions, please let me know on my Facebook page. It's Bell's Palsy Kate. And I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And don't stress about the little things. And good luck!